What is up, everybody? This is Captain Inn-Zhano Esquire here, and today we're going to talk about the Pyro Jungle Inferno update thing. Hooray! The update finally came out. So, during October, this month, obviously, or the 1st of November if you're watching this tomorrow, the Jungle Inferno update was finally launched after about 13, 14 months since the last update came out. And there was a lot of hype going into it. We were wondering if it was going to be in time for the 2017 10-year anniversary for Team Fortress 2, but they did say it wasn't going to be ready in time. Also, Valve, you're a bunch of bastards, because I was actually going to set up a gag video about the list of things more likely to happen before the update came out, and I was half expecting Chris Benoit to be in the WWE Hall of Fame by then. But jokes aside, I'm glad that we're seeing an update. Also, as you can see on the video, this guy was just spamming Yetis on the cart as I was trying out some of the medic stuff, because I know they changed the Crusader's crossbow. So yeah, that'll be the first thing that I'll bring onto this, is the weapon balance changes. A lot of these I don't really disagree with. I'm so fucking glad the Ambassador has finally been nerfed. Now people can stop sucking the Ambassador's dick, because that used to just annoy the crap out of me. And now they might be tempted to realise, oh, there's other weapons. The Diamondback can be just as good, if not better, than the Ambassador. And I'm glad that Valve have finally fixed this problem with the overrated weapon. Also, the Righteous Bison has pretty much been buffed, I guess, and reworked. So has the Claymore. Mainly the weapons that I use. Some of them haven't been touched, some have been buffed, some have been rightfully nerfed. But overall, I think generally I don't really disagree with any of the weapon changes. I feel like these are what the community really needed at that time, and I guess it was just for the best that it all got sorted out. And I know there's people that complain, probably the Spy mains obviously, but Spy did need some nerfs. But overall, I'm not going to disagree with any of the weapon changes. Second port of call will be the new maps that have come out. Brazil, by the way, is not... I don't technically count it as a new map, because I've actually played the Brazil map before. It used to be a community COF map that I played about 3 years ago. And I'm kind of glad it's now got main presence in the game on the main match selection, because it was so hard for me to find it again because I couldn't remember the name. And when I was going around the map, I was like, oh crap, this is familiar. Also, other levels like Mercenary Park is fantastic. I love Mercenary Park. I think it's quite difficult to stop a defending team on the last point, however, but that's kind of beside the point. That's neither here or there. But overall, I think it was quite good. Definitely a great... Definitely a great map. So the maps had a lot of love and care, great work, effort put in by all, including like the community members and things like that. So I'm going to say that they did a really great job on doing the maps. Next, we'll move on to the new taunts. I'm quite happy with the new taunts. I mean, I don't have any of the new taunts yet, but I like how they look. They're pretty cool. But there was the one glitch upon Jungle Inferno Update's launch, where if you viewed the banjo taunt, the music would not stop playing until you quit the game or ended up in a match. It was like, Jesus bloody Christ, all I could hear was banjo over and over and over again. Like, nothing but banjo. To those who probably experienced it, they thought it was hilarious or just the gateway to hell. But I like the taunt anyway, so good work on the guys who animated the taunts, and for the love of God, I'm so glad that the dueling banjos thing has been fixed. Overall, now I'm going to go on to the presentation, I guess, of the update, which, for those who don't know what I mean, I'm going by what Valve did when they released the update. So the SFM came out, that was fantastic. But also we're going to go into how the game was launched. Now, a disclaimer before I talk about this, I do understand it can be quite hard to get an online game to work properly and things like that, but I just feel like the initial launch was very, very shambolic. I'm not kidding. I think it was quite bad at first, because they launched the game. It's understandable that sometimes the servers are going to be down, it'll be a little bit broken, but this was beyond normal broken. This was almost unrecoverably broken, which is very, very poor considering they've had, what, 14 months to work on a new update, and it almost seemed like they just couldn't be asked. And it took about 2 days for the entire thing to be fixed. I know that within the first 24 hours of launch, the game broke about 4 times. It only broke on me twice, because I had work that day, so I didn't really... I never really experienced most of the breakage, but I know that it broke for me twice, and like waiting half an hour, like on the launch I was waiting about 3 hours to get into one match, and I was only in that match for about 10 minutes, which I thought was definitely piss poor on Valve's part. But luckily they have fixed this issue, and believe it or not, I feel like recently I've been getting into matches a lot faster than I used to, and now it's so much easier to wait for a match because you can actually still go around, sort out loadouts and things like that, so you don't have to sit there and wait for the thing to say, oh, you're in a match now. You can do whatever you need to do before you jump in. So I'm definitely happy with that. I mean, I thought it was very poor how they first released the update, but generally they swung me back onto their side when they started fixing all the problems. I mean, I could understand it would be a bit of a buggy mess at first. This is to be expected, but it was almost to the point of just fucking ridiculousness. But at least they fixed it now, and the game is a lot better for it. And finally, I'm going to give it my final rating for my review, which is out of 10, and also I'll rate it as a hit or a miss. So hit means success, miss means very poor. So I'm going to have to give it a hit, and I'm going to say 8.5 out of 10 for this update. Because the pros, definitely in the pros, the weapon balance changes. I generally agree with almost all of them. New maps, new weaponry, new taunts. The game feels a lot more fresher than it used to. And if anything, it has breathed new life into this game at a point where it desperately needed it. Because I know a lot of people are starting to lose interest in the game, and definitely having this update come back around has given them another reason to stick around for a little bit longer. Hopefully it won't take too long for the next update to come out, but I'll be looking forward to that one with bated breath. But the cons, I'm going to say I'm only giving it an 8.5 because the other 1.5 was missed out by not really stress testing their own update, and also the very terrible state that the update came out in. Also, I can't really rate one of these updates like a 10 out of 10 because there's always room for improvement no matter what. Like even in a perfect game, there's always room to make something a little bit better. But that's just human nature. And so overall, 8.5 out of 10, and it's definitely a hit and not a miss. But that being said, I'm Captain Inn-Zhano Esquire, and until my next Team Fortress 2 video, I will see you very, very soon. This has been my review of the Jungle Inferno update. I hope you all liked it. See you next time.